Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to start with the unit number 1, Basics of Internal Combustion Engines, subject Applied Thermodynamics. Now let us go through the contents of this unit. Now in this unit we are going to discuss engine components, what are the engine components, functions, material and manufacturing methods of engine components. So this is the main agenda of this video. So let us start in details. Now, the first engine component we are going to discuss today is the cylinder block. Now, what is the function of the cylinder block? So, it is actually called as the heart of the engine. Why it is called as the heart of the engine? Because it actually holds the slider crank mechanism. So, it has three main parts. It has three main parts. Okay. The first is cylinders in which the piston slides up and down. The next is the ports or openings of the valves, and the third the passage, that is the water jacket for the flow of cooling water. So these are the three main parts. The first is the slider crank mechanism, next is the ports for opening valves, and the third is passage of water, that is the water jackets. So these are the three main what we can say the components of the cylinder block. Now what is the function? In the bore of the cylinder, the charge is compressed by the piston and ignited and expanded to give power to the piston. So now the main function is, it is the slider crank mechanism. The piston compresses the charge and expands in the form of power stroke, and that is given on the piston top. So entire part is being held by the cylinder block. Okay, you can see here it is completely. Now what is the material? The material is aluminum alloy and grey cast iron. What is the material of the cylinder block? Material by which the cylinder block is made: aluminum alloy and grey cast iron. For automotive purposes now they are using aluminum alloy. What is the manufacturing method? Manufacturing method is the casting. Casting method is used to produce the cylinder blocks. Now the next component we will discuss is the cylinder head. Now in cylinder head, now what is the cylinder head basically? So cylinder head is on the top of the cylinder block, and it has the mountings for inlet valve, exhaust valve, and in case of petrol engine, spark plug, and injector in case of diesel engines, and also the camshafts. So basic what is the composition of a cylinder head? Composition means what it is holding. So it is mounted on the top, and so it is called as the cylinder head because it is mounted on the cylinder block, and it holds what? Inlet valve, exhaust valve, spark plug or fuel injector in case of diesel engines, and the camshaft. What is the function? Now the function: through inlet valve fresh charge is admitted, and through exhaust valve burnt out gases are sent out. So main function is to hold the valves, and inlet valve it will take the fresh charge, and the exhaust valve will throw away the burnt out gases. Now what is the material by which cylinder heads are produced? Again it is very similar to the cylinder block, that is the grey cast iron and aluminum alloy, and in some cases cast steel. So this is the material by which a cylinder head is manufactured. Now what is the manufacturing method? The manufacturing method is casting. Generally casting method is used to produce cylinder heads. Moving ahead, the next component is the piston. Now piston is the main active part of the engine. It is cylindrical in construction and slides tip and bottom inside the cylinder. It has piston rings to provide good sealing between the cylinder wall and the piston. and it is having 3 grooves to accommodate the piston rings. So piston is a vital component which is actually converting the heat energy into mechanical work, that is the sliding motion of the piston. So it is actually transferring the heat energy to the mechanical energy by sliding in the cylinder from top dead center to the bottom dead center. It is having 3 grooves to accommodate the piston rings so as it can act as a sealing between the combustion chamber and the crankcase. And the function, as I already we have discussed, to compress the charge. What is the function here? Function is to compress the fresh charge during the compression stroke. Number 1. Number 2, to transmit the force exerted during the combustion to the charge to the connecting rod, and finally to the crankshaft during the power stroke. So it actually compresses the charge, ignites, and it transfers the force to the connecting rod and finally to the crankshaft in the power stroke. Now speaking about the material, so what material it is made up of? Aluminium alloy, cast steel, cast iron, chrome, nickel. So that is actually chrome and nickel are the compositions which is that is in aluminium alloy. So what is the alloy? Chrome and nickel alloy, which is again from the aluminium alloy category, and which is basically used to manufacture the pistons for different applications. Now there are 2 manufacturing methods by which pistons are manufactured. First is the casting method and the second is hot forging method. So first method is the casting and the second is the hot forging. You can clearly see this is the groove for the inlet valve, this is the groove for the exhaust valve, and this is the piston bowl geometry. Okay. Next component we are going to discuss is the inlet valve and exhaust valve. So there are 2 valves in a cylinder of an IC engines in inlet and exhaust valves. So some engines have 2 valves per cylinder, that is 1 inlet, 1 exhaust. Some engines have 3 valves, 2 inlet valves, 1 exhaust valve, and nowadays there are 4 valve engines, 2 inlet valves and 2 exhaust valves. They are actually located here. You can see the inlet valves are located at the junction of the inlet port and the cylinder, and the exhaust valve is located at the junction of the exhaust port and the cylinder. Here you can see inlet valve is having a larger diameter and exhaust valve is having a smaller diameter. The reason is what? The engine should breathe properly. The fresh charge coming inside the engine should be good enough, otherwise it will impact the volumetric efficiency of the engine. Now functions: inlet valve allows fresh charge into the cylinder. The exhaust valve provides a passage for the burnt out gases to escape from the cylinder. Okay. Now what is the material? Generally the material is nickel chrome steel for inlet valves. So inlet valves are made up of what? Nickel chromium steel, and exhaust valves are made up of silichrome steel or silicon chromium steel, and in some cases they use low alloy steels in which you have the chromium and nickel steel, and again the next composition is chromium, nickel and molybdenum composition steel. The production method is the forging method, hot forging method. Next component we are going to discuss is the inlet and exhaust manifold. Now inlet manifold, So inlet, the pipe through which air or fuel mixture is drawn into the cylinder is called as the inlet manifold. So the statement itself is making it clear. The pipe which carries the air and fuel mixture in the cylinder is called as the inlet manifold. You can clearly see this is 1, 2, 3 and 4 passages. So from here the charge will enter the cylinder. Okay. And similarly, the pipe which carries hot or burnt out gases and that escape into the atmosphere is called as the exhaust manifold. You can clearly see here. From here the gases are coming out. Now this is called as the exhaust manifold. Material is what? Which material is used to produce inlet and exhaust manifold? Alloy cast iron, alloy steel and aluminium alloy. What is the production method? It is casting method. The next component, a very important component, that is the piston rings. Now what are piston rings? Piston rings are basically fitted. Piston rings are fitted into the grooves of the piston to maintain a good seal between the piston and the cylinder walls. So very important function, because it actually acts as a sealing medium between the piston and the cylinder walls, so that the charge or the burnt gases do not pass the crankcase and it will not literally burn the crankcase oil or the engine oil. So it is having two upper rings. So there are two types of piston rings. Upper rings are called as compression rings and lower rings are called as oil rings. So generally there are 3 rings. So 4 rings, 3 are compression rings and 1 is the oil ring. Now what is the function? The compression ring is used to provide a gas tight sealing and to prevent leakage of the lubricating oil into the cylinder. So now see, the function of the compression rings are, it acts as a airtight seal, so that the oil should not pass the should not enter the combustion chamber, whereas the burnt gases or the combustion gases should not enter the crankcase. So that is the main function. Oil rings function is to scraper rings are used to scrap the used lubricating oil into the crankcase. So it acts like a scraper and it draws the oil back in the crankcase. So the oil which is in contact with the cylinder walls, these oil rings will scrap it off and it will again return, it will allow the oil to return to the crankcase. Now what is the material used for production? The material uses alloy cast iron containing silicon, manganese and alloy steel. Again I repeat, alloy cast iron containing silicon, manganese and alloy steel. The method of production is casting. Now in this diagram I will clearly show you. So there are 3 compression rings. So first compression ring, second compression ring, third compression ring and this is the oil ring. You can see these grooves in the oil ring. So you can see this spring type grooves which acts as a scraper to remove the oil from the cylinder walls. So still more components are remaining. We will see in the next videos. Thank you friends. Thank you very much.